Hi guys, what's happening? Ralph here with another GT3, and this time we're talking about 3 games that have their anniversary this month. Starting off with number 1. There have been many fighting games since 1976, but one game really showed what the genre was capable of, and that game was Street Fighter. In 1987, Street Fighter was released, but it was Street Fighter 2 that popularized and refined what the fighting genre is today. Released in North America in the 6th of February 1991 in the form of arcade machines, it gave rise to multi-directional inputs which, if used correctly, could execute special moves like the Hadouken, Sonic Boom, and Yoga Flame. And, even if by mistake, it introduced a combo mechanic where players could successfully chain combinations of punches and kicks, if timed correctly, would be near unblockable. It also revived the dwindling arcade video game industry, even more than Pac-Man did during the golden age of arcade machines. And finally, it popularized the one-on-one direct tournament-level competition between 2 players. High scores didn't matter anymore, it was win or lose, and it was glorious. 10 days in front of its predecessor's 25th anniversary, Street Fighter V came into the scene. Its history and legacy not forgotten. It introduces and reinforces what was great about Street Fighter 2. The rapid combat, the special moves, the never-ending competition, and upon winning, the feeling of being the best. Number 2. Traveling the land, defeating monsters and saving princesses. The classic fairy tale story. None more classic than The Legend of Zelda. Released on the 21st of February 1986, the RPG we know and love didn't exactly come into the world the way we know today. What with its blindingly shiny gold cartridge? No! It was first released in the form of a disc card, only read by the Famicom Disk System. A peripheral attached to the Famicom is the Japanese NES. But the North American release did bring something truly remarkable: a save system. No other cartridge game had that before Zelda. Prior to that, you would meticulously write down password codes that would bring you back to particular points in the game. With the save function, you could stop and resume wherever you please, to some extent. 30 years down the line, and the classic tale of good versus evil, the hero, the villain, and the princess still live on. Hopefully, there'll be further news about the open world Zelda that was released in 2014. I'm still hanging on to that gameplay footage they released back then. Please get here already. Yeah, on to the next. Numero 3. Pokemon Red and Green was introduced to Japan on the 27th of February in 1996. In case you didn't know, Pokemon, or Pocket Monster, is a game where you, as a young boy, or girl in later versions, travel the land in search of creatures known as Pokemon. They varied in appearance, species, and size, and had their own unique abilities. You could catch wild Pokemon, who in turn can be used to battle other trainers, gym leaders, and eventually the Elite Four and the Pokemon Champion, and thus becoming the greatest of the trainers. But that's not all. There were 150 of these things that you had to catch, and they were all spread out all over the region, as well as between both game versions. Not bad for a business model. It was a huge success with a North American release following a few years later. Now, Pokemon has spawned multiple versions with 718 Pokemon to catch, an animated TV series, merchandise, and a culture that seemed to permeate the Japanese lifestyle. It is now in its 20th anniversary. Wow, that makes me feel so old. And it shows no signs of stopping with the announcement of Pokemon Sun and Moon coming to us in the near future. What holds in store for the franchise? Only Arceus knows. And that's it for my GT3. My name's Ralph, and I hope you have had a great day. Thumbnail time.